Chickens of different ages need different requirements. So I have a young rooster that doesn't have all his feathers yet. So I have this large cat / little dog carrier, so that when he's not outside, which he is now, he has a place with food and water and shelter. Newspaper is a cheap way to collect his poop, and so you could just put it in there like that. Carriers are also good though, because it's easier to clean. You can just hose it down. So let's say some people use cardboard boxes, and then the poop gets into the cardboard and then it starts stinking. Chickens must always have clean water. I put a rock because our chicken knocks over the bowl and it makes a big mess. It's good to put it in the back, because I've learned that if you put it in the front and it's bed in the back, he always wants, if he wants to come out or look what's going on, he'll stand on the bowl's hair and he'll make a huge mess. So keep it in the back and you should have a cleaner cage. This is baby chicken food. This is the dry stuff that you get in a bag. And this, I've wet it because he likes it like that. And so especially if your chicken is a baby, very small, you should wet the food because it's easier for it to swallow. So yeah. And also I put a rock because he likes to stand on the bowl and eat. And then if there's no rock, he tips it over and makes a huge mess. So you also put that in the back with the water. And that way he also won't make a mess if it's up front here, it'll make a big mess. Protein is important for chickens. You can give them cockroaches, and if you let them outside they can also get bugs. Make sure that if any bugs you find, like cockroaches, they haven't been sprayed, such as with this stuff, because then that's dangerous, of course. And if you don't have any ground beef, oh my gosh, chickens totally love ground beef. I'm going to show you in just a second how much they do. This is my little man, little chickie. That's his name. He had ground beef about an hour ago, half an hour ago. So you can see his stomach is really huge. Chickie? I still want some. And if you have tortoises, they also really love this stuff. And dogs. And yeah, so ground beef is really nice. But our tortoises, we have 2 and they love it as well. So, there we go. Putting your chicken out in the garden is great. It's healthier. They have a chance to pick at gravel. They need to digest their food. They get to eat the grass and weeds and pick up any insects. And also it's great exercise for them. This rooster, which we believe is a rooster, is now old enough to be left in the garden on his own. The dogs don't bother him. And but if your chicken is young, just sit there and with the chicken, and if it's really young, you'll actually follow you around too. When your chicken is young, when it's dark, you'll put the chicken or chickens here, and you'll cover them with a cloth, because the mother chickens, they sit on their babies. But when your chicken is older or getting older, you could just scrunch it up like this and make a sort of nest like that, and you'll sit on it. And you can put this in the front of the cage like that. So food and water in the back, bed in the front, that way you can sit here and see what's going on, and newspaper. The cage must be cleaned a couple times a day because chickens are messy animals, and the water should be changed often too, because chickens make a mess with their food and it will fly into the food or the water somehow. So change that regularly during the day, and you shall have a very healthy and happy chicken.